Can I ask you something? Have you ever been in a relationship where you slowly become the only person making an effort? You were always the one calling first, the one planning dates, the one apologizing after every argument, the one asking, "Are we okay?" The one trying to keep the relationship alive, and one day, you stopped for just a moment, not because you stopped loving them, but because you wanted to see if they would notice. They didn't. That might be one of the most heartbreaking moments a person can experience. Not when someone leaves, but when you realize you've been carrying the relationship alone. Today, I want us to talk about what happens when love becomes one-sided. Relationships require effort, real effort, but effort should travel in both directions. Some people wake up every morning wondering what they can do to make their partners smile. Others wake up assuming love will always be there without doing anything to protect it. That's where the relationships quietly begin to fall apart. Love is only maintained by ordinary moments. How are you? A hug after a long day, remembering the little things. When those moments disappear, the relationship slowly starts running on memories instead of connection. Have you noticed how some people become responsible for everything? They are always planning, always fixing, always forgiving. Eventually, the relationship begins to feel less like a partnership and more like a job. You start asking yourself questions like, if I stop texting, will they ever text me? If I stop making plans, will we ever go anywhere? Those questions don't come from insecurity, they come from exhaustion. One of the biggest mistakes couples make isn't arguing, it's avoiding conversations. Silence feels easier, until it isn't. You've learned how to live beside someone instead of with them. The distance didn't happen overnight. It happened one evening at a time. People often ask, why did you just leave? Because leaving isn't always the hardest part. Sometimes staying feels easier. You stay because of memories, children, and promises. Because you're hoping the person you fell in love with will come back. There comes a point where love isn't enough. Love needs respect, communication, and consistent effort. People often wait for special occasions to show love, but relationships are rarely saved by expensive gifts. It's mainly about noticing simple things from your partner. By saying thank you, small moments create emotional safety, and it's what makes love last. Tonight, I want you to ask yourself one simple question. If I stop making an effort today, would my relationship still move forward? Really think about it. Because healthy relationships don't depend on one person carrying all the weight. Before we finish today's conversation, I want to remind you of something. You deserve to be loved, not occasionally, but consistently. Thank you for spending this time with me. If today's episode spoke to your heart, please share it with someone who needs to hear these words.